Hey guys, and welcome back to the next video. I changed the environment behind me a little bit, but anyway, let's just continue our reading journey. And today I'm reading Past One at Rooney's, the second part. So let's begin. At 12:30, McManus stood in a darkish cross-town street looking up at the name Rooney's, picked out by incandescent lights against a signboard over a second story window. He had heard of the place as though hangout with its frequenters and its locality. He was unfamiliar, guided by guided by certain unerring, honoring, honoring indications. Coming to all such resorts, he ascended the stairs and entered the large room over the cafe. Here were some 20 or 30 tables, at this time about half filled with Rooney's guests. Waiters served drinks at one end, at human pay pianola, a human pianola, pianola, with drugged ice hammered the keys with automatic and furious unpres- precision, unprecision, unprecision. At merciful intervals, a waiter would roar or squeak a songs full of Mr. Johnsons and babies and coons. Historical word guarantees of the genuineness of African melodies composed by red waistcoated young gentlemen, natives of the cotton fields and rice swamps of of West 28th Street. For one brief moment, you must admire Rooney with me as he receives, receives, seats, manipulates, and clips and chaffs his guests. Chaffs. He is 29. He was Wellington's nose, Dante's chin, the cheekbones of an Equinus, Ironcus, Iroquois. The smile of Talleyrand, Corbett's footwork, and the poise of the of an 11-year East Side Central Park queen of the May. He is assisted by a lieutenant known as Frank, a pudgy, easy chap, well dressed, who goes among the tables, seeing that dual care does not intrude. Dual care does not intrude. Intrude. Now, what is there about Rooney's to inspire all his pother, pother, pother? It is more than respectable by daylight. Stout ladies with children and mittens and bundles and pedigreed dogs drop up of afternoons for a stain and a chat and a chat. Even by gaslight, the diversions the versions, and a melancholy eye, the mouth, drink and ragtime, and an occasional surprise when the waiter swaps the suds, swabs the suds from under your sticky glass. There is an answer: transmigration. The soul of Sir Walter Raleigh has traveled from beneath his slashed doublet to a Conrad home under Rooney's wearable plaid waistcoat. Rooney's 20 years ahead of the times. He's 20 years ahead of the times. Rooney has removed the embargo. Rooney has spread his claw upon the soggy soggy crossing of public opinion, and any Elizabeth who treads upon it is as much as it is as much a queen as another. Attempt to the revelation of the street secret. In Rooney's ladies may smoke. In Rudy's may in Rooney's ladies may smoke. Revelation, right? Revelation of the secret. I see. I get a meaning. Revelation of the secret. Have you got the meaning of revelation, guys? Yes. Mac Magnus sat down at a vacant table. He paid for the glass of beer that he ordered. Tilted his narrow brimmed derby to the back of his brick-dust hat, twined his feet among the rungs of his chair, and heaved a sign of contentment, a sigh of contentment from the breathing spaces of his innermost soul, innermost soul, innermost. For this mud, honey, was clarified sweetness to his taste. The sham gaiety, 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 the sham gaiety, the hectic glow of counterfeit, counterfeit hospitality, counterfeit. The self-conscious, joyless laughter, the wine-born warmth, warmth, the loud music retrieving the hour from frequent whiles of awful and corroding silence, corroding. The presence of well-clothed and frank-eyed beneficiaries of Rooney's removal of the restrictions laid upon the weed, the familiar blended odors of soaked lemon peel, flat beer, and pure the sponge. All these were manna to Cork, manna, double N. Cork McManus, hungry from his week in the desert of the couplet's high room. A girl alone entered Rooney's, glanced around with leisurely sweetness, and sat opposite McManus at his table. Her eyes rested upon him for 2 seconds, and the look with which woman reconnoiters, reconnoiters, reconnoiters all men whom she for the first time confronts. In that space of time, she will decide upon one of two things: either to scream for the police or that she may marry him later on. Her brief inspection concluded, the girl laid on the table a worn red Morocco shopping bag with the in a way inevitable, such a familiar word, but I don't know the meaning. Top gallant sail of frayed lance, anchor, handkerchief, flying room, a corner of it. After she had ordered a small beer from the immediate waiter, she took from her bag a box of cigarettes and lighted one with slightly ex- exa- exaggerated ease of manner. Then she looked again in the eyes of Croc McManus and smiled. Instantly, the doom of each was sealed. The, the unqualified desire of a man to buy clothes and build fires for a woman for a whole lifetime at first sight of her is not uncommon among that humble portion of humanity that does not care for Bradstreet of quad or quads of arms or shows place. Love at first sight has occurred a time or two in high life, but as a rule, the extempore mania, extempore mania, extempore mania is to be found among unsophisticated creatures such as the dove, the blue-tailed dingbat, dingbat, dove, dingbat, dove, and the $10 a week clerk, poets, subscribers to all friction magazines, and chat, chachans. I don't know. Take notes. Notice. With the exchange of the mysterious magnetic current came to each of them the instant desire to lie, pretend, dazzle, and deceive. Dazzle and deceive. Remember. Which is the worst thing about the hypocritical disorder known as love. Alright, guys, let's continue tomorrow on the third part. So, see you. Bye.